Oh, hey, didn't see you there. No, I'm just kidding. Hold on, I need to talk to y'all about something. It's really serious, so make sure you listen up, sweetie. First of all, when did the internet get so serious? That's my number one question. When did we start acting like this shit was real and it's not? When did we start being so self-conscious about what we're posting? Because at the end of the day, bro, none of this shit is real. Like, I could post anything and you wouldn't know. Like, I'm sure y'all already know this. We see this shit all the time, right? This shit is fake. Fake as fuck. We post what we want people to see. We don't post everything, right? Okay, all I was trying to say is that the internet was made to literally just share whatever you wanted, pictures, videos, and just have fun. So I don't know when it got so serious, but literally just post whatever you want. That's all I was trying to say. And that's why I started talking about the shit that I wanted to talk about. It was basically for me to just kind of like validate exposing myself. So with that being said, I'm someone who has borderline personality disorder, and you know, a lot of people do. A lot of people struggle with mental illness. That's not a new thing. I was diagnosed like maybe a few years, not more, 4 years ago. And what I think is so interesting, I saw someone on here that said that they do so much better when they're not friends with anyone or when they're not in a relationship. And in my case, I've been in a long-term relationship, so for the most part, we're working out the kinks when it comes to my mental and things like that. So he's not someone that I necessarily have to worry about in that sense. But I mean, I still struggle in my relationship, obviously, but like friendships and things like that, it's so hard for me to navigate because I don't really know why, but I know that when I'm not really like talking to someone every day or feeling obligated to hang out with people or texting back or calling, I'm able to be more in tune with who I am and focus on what really matters in life, which sounds horrible, but I don't really have all the words for it because I'm still kind of processing it. And then there was another thing that she said, the creator that I found, I don't even remember her name, when she said that people who do have borderline, like, you don't even really know anything about it. You don't know your symptoms. You don't really know. You're not self-aware until you get close to someone. And in my case, it was my boyfriend who saw me every single day, talked to me every single day before I was diagnosed. And when I was officially, you know, diagnosed, I was like, there's no way, like, this is just not real. I thought I was so self-aware. Like, I knew I was depressed. I knew I had anxiety, whatever. In no way, shape, or form did I think, and I'm not gonna lie to you, sometimes I still am in denial, even when I go through like these crazy periods of like splitting and etc. And then when things like that happen, it brings me back to like, oh shit, like, girl, they tried to tell you. Anyway, so I think the more I go to therapy and the more I'm in tune with certain things, that I start to notice certain patterns, but I don't know it all the time. Now it's like, yes, I'm more self-aware, but now it's like a struggle between like what's real and what's not. What what I'm feeling, is it like a real feeling or is it something else pertaining to my brain? You know what I mean? So I just thought that was so interesting because I've been saying that this whole time. Like, I have literally been saying that, and then like talking to someone else who also, or not talking, but hearing someone else who also has borderline say stuff like that, it just makes it a little bit more validating. Like, there was no way I would have known all this about me if I didn't get in a relationship, because I was such a private person. I didn't talk to anyone about anything. If I did, it was just like a really small portion of my life. So to go from that to diving into a serious long-term relationship, you can just imagine the amount of issues and bumps. And when it comes to like the friendships, that's where I'm kind of like, you know. And the reason is because when you have no one around, you don't have anything to regulate. Like, you know what I mean? You don't really have to worry about other people's feelings. You don't have to worry about how you're going to act around certain people, or you don't have to worry about any of that. So of course all of your symptoms are just like dormant. So I always think like, man, I'm doing so much better because, you know, I'm just doing me, you know. But in reality, it's like I'm self-isolating because it's easier to do that. I don't know. I just wanted to open the floor for anybody who also has borderline that wants to talk about these things. Let me know in the comments if you experience these things or if you have questions or anything. This is not about to be a borderline page. I just wanted to post this.